Mostly everyone in the nerd culture atmosphere loves a good convention. You get some swag, you meet some friends, and if you're lucky, you bump elbows with your favorite entertainer or artist. Yet what really perplexes people is the fairly new world of content creator conventions. Today we are specifically going to tackle the subject of TwitchCon 2022 and what you should do to prepare for as a content creator. Hello, I'm Spazzy McGee, and welcome to another episode of Stream Sensei, a tutorial series for content creators. Now, I'm sure all of you are probably getting extremely amped for TwitchCon San Diego next week. After 2 years of being locked up in our gamer caves, we finally no longer see our Demogorgon shadow and can come out and enjoy the realistic graphics of the beautiful avocado-infused California. Bask in its glory. TwitchCon can be overwhelming, so today I'm going to grace you with some tips from my experience in 2019, as well as some advice from a more seasoned attendee. So let's put into place a regimented plan to make it easy for you to navigate. So here you are, you finally made it, and you've settled down, and now you're wondering what is next. Let me give you a bit of advice to not go into TwitchCon thinking of it only as a business transaction. You will not make very many connections this way, nor will you have a good experience. Treat TwitchCon as a business vacation, but with friends. You will come away from it feeling like you got your investment back tenfold. That isn't to say that being professional and segueing into business conversations won't pay off. Just want to curb your expectations given that thousands of other creators are there to try and make their mark, and some sadly do so robotically without even trying to garner genuine human interactions akin to relationships. For example, handing out business cards on the final day of TwitchCon as everyone is heading out the door exhausted and saying things like "check me out" and then moving on to the next person. Even in one instance, I heard a creator arguing with a vendor over not being sponsored on the spot. Treat others with dignity, respect everyone's time, and you're going to have a much better experience overall. Day 0. I always recommend showing up a day before the convention for your early badge pickup and picking up your swag bag, so you have a quicker transition through the lines the next day. Take the day before as a way to chill and maybe meet up early with friends. Then come the first day of the con, you are energized and ready to enjoy everything it has to offer. Also by now you should have downloaded the TwitchCon app, as it has a daily itinerary on it, and more importantly, information that was not listed on the website pre-TwitchCon. Day 1. Day 1 should always be about filling out the event center itself and your surroundings. Don't try and overload yourself on day 1 by going and sprinting to every event panel and meetup. The one big thing that I recommend is utilizing this day to connect with friends if you didn't the day before, and also attending the opening ceremony, as it always sets the stage for the exciting weekend. Keep in mind that most of the general convention excitement every day ends around 5 to 6 p.m. So really that leaves plenty of time to hang outside of the convention itself. Day 2. Now you dig in a little deeper. This is the day I double down on any connections with people you met on day 1. I also usually go around and meet each vendor booth, shake their hands, and have a short conversation with them. If any interaction or product sticks with me, I make a mental note of it. Each vendor booth, whether it's a game company or gear company for example, usually has some swag as well. So make sure to swag it up, as these are great for giveaways in your stream or just your own personal swag collection. You may even be lucky to jump in on a giveaway during your walk around. Then if you purchase the TwitchCon party ticket, make sure to end your night off here, as you're usually guaranteed to have a great time. I mean, it is a concert after all. Day 3. This is where you end your con experience off strong. I always make sure to head directly to the vendors that I made note of before, and this is the day that I try and find ways to partner with their brands, or maybe even set up a meeting online post TwitchCon so that I'm not bearing down too heavily on them. After that is done, I just utilize the rest of my day to take everything in and de-stress, which is a great time to segue into our announcement of the TwitchCon after party that we will be hosting on Sunday, October 9th at 5 p.m. PST. It will be a free party outside, away from all the craziness that you just experienced. The party location will be announced on Friday via our website and social media. And if you want to grab yourself some grub, be sure and pre-order a food ticket via our website for $5 to have a great home-cooked meal prepared by our culinary expert, RSPC. Limited food tickets will also be available in person for a minor upcharge. Information will be listed on the website. I also have some last honorable mentions that I think are important that you should hit up during the convention. One of them is meet and greets with some of the bigger content creators. They usually post the schedule for these on the TwitchCon app. Personally, I'm hoping to meet Sushi Dragon, as he is one of my inspirations on the platform. Then be sure to check out the amazing Artist Alley and pick up a print or item from an artist. The crowd there is usually very chill and akin to the typical Comic-Con vibes. This is also usually the location for the Loot Cave, which has some pre-release Twitch swag at a discount, which is usually very high quality. I would like to end off this video by sharing some great advice from my good friend General Andrews, who has attended TwitchCon since 2016. His big takeaways from each experience are this. Number one is TwitchCon's price tag is exuberantly high. It is worth the price if you leave the day or weekend with experiences. If your intention is to go and meet your community or other streamers in their communities and leave that weekend feeling fulfilled with experiences, do so, as everything else at the con is a potpourri of strikeouts and home runs. Number two, be comfortable enough speaking up for your own boundaries, from touching, hugging, personal space, to be able to fully enjoy the weekend. Do not compromise your mental health or well-being for anyone or anything. And lastly, number three, plan food arrangements for as many meals as possible around the TwitchCon weekend. It is easy to spend way too much money on subpar food and drinks or overpriced snacks. That is it, folks. As always, if you like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and support the growth of this channel. Thank you all so much for your support, and I can't wait to meet some of you at TwitchCon San Diego. Until then, see you next time. Later.